Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Dr. Ghost and today we're going to be on Northern Waters. It's a domination mode and we're going to be back in the Tier 7 premium American battleship, the Missouri. We're also joined by a division mate. His name is Nexus. I did play a few games with him. I was recruiting him into my fleet and into my clan and whatnot. He's in the Discord and whatnot, so I was like, you know what, we're going to play a few games and chat and have some fun, and we did have some fun, that is for sure. I was talking to him about how my Missouri is usually utter garbage in terms of accuracy, so on and so forth, so I was trying to get a good game in it to hopefully, you know, prove myself wrong. You know, I was, I was trying to, you know, see if my Missouri or, you know, the Iowas could, you know, do something for me. And, well, in this game in particular, they do just that. For some reason, the Iowas are super trolly for me, right? I play ships right now like the South Dakotas, the South Dakota class battleships, aka the Alabama and the Massachusetts. Both of those ships seem a lot more accurate than the Iowas, which should not be the case because the South Dakota class battleships were the predecessors to the Iowa. They came before the Iowas, and yet, for some reason, they're more accurate than the Iowas, which makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? But anyways, that's a discussion for another day. Let's focus on the gameplay here. So, right off the bat, we got a Flaunder coming out, and, well, we both shoot at him, and, yeah, me and him take about, a quarter of his HP. A little less than a quarter of his HP. I hit him for about 10, I think he hits him for like 5? And we do about 15,000 to him. We shot at the same exact time, and believe me, that wasn't even coordinated. We just both shot at the same time, and yeah, we both hit him at the same time, so you gotta love that. Now, Talon out here, sailing pretty broadside. We take a shot. Unfortunately, it looks like he's turning, and the shells go all around him. And then there's some broadside Bismarcks out here, and both of them are in a division, so yeah, this is a bad spot to be in for these Bismarcks. Now, Nexus did just get a pretty damn spicy hit on that front Bismarck there. Probably, if I had to guess, for about 15k. That was a pretty nasty hit. Now, I got a broadside shot on the Bismarck that's closest to us at 19 kilometers. These guns can reach, and they hit him for 2 overpens. Yeah, overpens. 16-inch guns, 19 kilometers on a Bismarck. Checks out, right? Checks out. Yeah, you gotta like that. That's really something, isn't it? But don't worry, we got another shot. This time we're taking a blind shot, and look at the accuracy with the blind shot. I didn't even target him, and that's the accuracy I'm getting. What? Yeah, this game makes a lot of sense. Unfortunately, though, despite the good accuracy, we only get 1 hit for like a pen. Yeah, unfortunate, I know. Crazy. Anyways, we are making our way over to the alpha side. That's what we've been doing. Usually when I spawn mid, or if I have a division that spawns middle, especially on this map, what we tend to do is go to a different side of the map. Now, one thing I just want to point out real quick is, watch this. Yeah, those Bismarcks, not gonna lie, they should have gotten absolutely deleted for what they've been doing. They've been just sailing in straight lines, going broadside the whole time, not really making any course adjustments, and somehow an Iowa and a Georgia cannot do, you know, any decent damage to them. I mean, we got a few pens here and there, but like Bismarcks at that range, they should get absolutely nuked, alright? I'm talking citadels. Like, that's where you get citadels on German battleships, right there, at long range. I hit that Talon pretty good just there. Pretty damn spicy, and so did Nexus with the devastating strike while he was turning away. That is one hell of a fucking salvo right there. So yeah, the first devastating strike and the first kill of the enemy team there, yeah, goes to Nexus. He takes the first blood there for the blueberries. Gotta love that. So well done, Nexus. That was an absolute god tier shot right there. And that's a radar down, that's a Russian cruiser down, and that's a very dangerous Russian cruiser down. You know, Talon's nasty, so getting that thing out is very good indeed. Now, we got a Nagato right in front of us. I think he's just waiting for us. He's like, oh, I'm not going up here without support, which is a good idea. I like him for being cautious. He's not just a boneheaded, you know, battleship player. He's actually applying some caution to his gameplay, which is something you don't see very often. I always tell people, you know, use your brains, right? try to apply some logic to your game. Don't be just YOLOing in, you know, going broadside, you know, throwing your ships away. Try to think a little bit. So it's good to see a cautious Nagato. He knows that he can get absolutely obliterated by those tier 7 battleships out there with 15-inch guns and whatnot. So anyway, now that we are all here, we are all coordinating a nice little charge here. Now, throughout the gameplay, you've probably noticed that me and Nexus have been speaking in game chat. We're just talking about what we're doing and whatnot, right? So, nothing to really worry about there. Now, one thing I want to point out, again, is just the coordination here. The teammates were all coming up nicely. They were waiting for us to get up here, and now we're all just pushing into the cap. You love to see that. I mean, that's great, right? Teammates that are actually doing stuff and paying attention to their surroundings. It's a crazy sight to see. It gives me hope, man. It gives me hope that not everybody's a potato in this game, because it surely feels like it sometimes, right? Right, it really does. Sometimes you just feel like you're the only one doing anything, and everybody tries to throw. It does feel like that, certainly, but it's good to see some battleship players doing things. But anyway, we're about to take the Alpha cap. Alpha is getting flipped. It's getting flipped, so that's good. If we can get this Alpha cap, we would have basically almost all 3 caps under control. Notice that the team on the right side of the map over at Charlie is doing a damn decent, okay job over there as well. We got the middle cap, we just got the Alpha cap, and now we're about to get the Charlie cap if the teammates don't throw over there on that side, and, you know, they play however they gotta play to take that cap. So you like to see that, right? Now, Chumpin out here. I didn't even know he was here until just now, and unfortunately, notice Nexus's guns. I mean, his shots that he's taking at this Chumpin, not the greatest in the world. Now, I have one on my radars. I'm going to use it. I have 2 of them, and I know the destroyer's on the complete opposite side of the map, so me wasting my radars right now, it's not a big deal, okay? Not a big deal whatsoever. So I popped the radar so Nexus can see through that smoke screen, and unfortunately, his RNG is just not it, Chief, but watch this. He may not have the good RNG, but don't worry, I got the good RNG with just one gun. One gun, he's down with a Citadel hit. I guess that kind of qualifies as a Pitterdell. We'll just call it a 50% Pitterdell there. He's on like 2-3 bars of health, so yeah. And notice the accuracy with the front gun there. One gun at a time, baby, and we're just absolutely smacking these people around. 10,000-11,000 damage to the Bismarck there. We hit the Chumpin, obviously, for around the same 10... I think it was around 7k, actually, so just a couple, you know, a couple pens worth of damage, really. Unfortunately, the second shot, though, with the front gun doesn't do a whole lot. We're waiting for our second front gun to get loaded, and we're going to shoot this Bismarck, because why not? Why not? And, well, that one did very well. 3 penetrations for 13,000 damage. That's like Citadel damage without even getting a Citadel hit. Now, our secondaries take out the one Bismarck on the left side, so that's fantastic, and we're about to have our guns reloaded, and down he goes. That's the second Bismarck down, and ladies and gentlemen, who says the Iowa-class battleships can't brawl? Obviously, they usually can't. Those Bismarcks, no offense to them if they're watching, but they played pretty poorly. I mean, come on, sitting broadside in front of pretty much all of the team's battleships, the enemy team's battleships, not a very good idea, right? You should not be just sitting broadside like that. You make it super easy to get penetrated and absolutely sent back to port, like what just happened. So, yeah, I mean, I think any battleship could do exactly what I just did to those 2 Bismarcks, so it's nothing too special, right? But anyways, we're up to 3 kills, 123,000 damage now, and we just got our 4th kill. I smell a kraken on the horizon. I smell a kraken on the horizon. Now, Nexus over there, unfortunately, it looks like he ran aground, and I was talking to him in game chat. He was talking to me about how it's going to take him probably a while to get back over here, so, well, you know, it is what it is. I'm going to, though, charge at these guys. I want to get my kraken. We are currently, we have the advantage. Now, the enemy team actually has flipped back both of the capture zones. Believe it or not, shocker. But we still have a 300-point advantage here, almost a 400-point advantage, and we're about to go into the Bravo cap as well. So we have the ship advantage, and we're going to quickly come back and, yeah, halt the enemy team from getting these caps here. We're going to take back what is rightfully ours. And, yeah. Anyway, Perfect opportunity here to get my Kraken. No health Iowa out here, sailing broadside at 17 kilometers. I take the shot with the front guns. Those look very good. If all I need is one penetration, and one overpen is what I get. And that's our Kraken Unleashed with 5 kills. There you go. Love to see that. Also, did I mention earlier that I got a close quarters expert on that Bismarck? I don't think I did. I just realized. I was looking up at my medals, talking about the Kraken. But yeah, I don't know if you guys saw that I got a close quarters expert on that Bismarck, which is hilarious. I just Uno reversed carded that frickin' Bismarck, okay? I also just said Uno reverse carded. Yeah, carded is a word. Anyway, speaking of another medal, we get a Confederate medal as well. We hit that black pretty damn decently, and down he goes. USS Black is back to port. That's a huge threat out of the way. Black is a famous, very famous, and you know, destroyer for being a radar DD. It's got sea mines and good guns. That's a dangerous destroyer. So getting him out of the game, fantastic. And well, it's basically Jover for the enemy team here. There's really nothing they can do. We got 788 points. We're almost at 800 points. And the enemy team is basically around 228 points. So, yeah, and the only ship left on the enemy team is a carrier. So, basically, yeah, like I said, it's Jover for the enemy team. But as you guys can see, though, in this game, Iowas, they still can do things. It's weird because usually they don't for me. Like, most of my games in Iowas, probably 7 out of 10 games that I have, most of them are just meh, you know? Like, look at the dispersion I'm getting now. I mean, yeah, I did hit 4 out of my 9 shots there, but they were all overpens. I mean, it's a Saipan at 15 kilometers that's kiting away at an angle. You would think I'd be able to get some citadels, right? But apparently not, unfortunately. Now, the Saipan goes unspotted since our carrier's planes are no longer up. He's sending another squadron, hopefully out there pretty soon to get him spotted again. And, yeah. So, nonetheless, everybody, let me know in the comments below what you guys think of the Iowas. Do you guys love them still? Are you guys frustrated with them like I am? Because I know I am. Although I'm frustrated with them, they are still battleships at the end of the day. If you have good RNG, and if, you know, Lady Luck is on your side, odds are you're going to have a good time, right? And in this game in particular, it seems like Lady Luck has been on our side, despite there being a few wonky salvos here and there. But what can you say? That's just battleships for you. So, yeah. Anyway, it looks like Nexus caught up to us. And, yeah, all the battleships here are just waiting to see that carrier. We're all just waiting to see that carrier. And, yeah, it looks like the our carrier's planes, his squadron is going out there. He's got some bombers up in the air to hopefully go and intercept that carrier, get him spotted, and maybe we can finish him. I mean, we're at 920 points just about. Enemy team is about at 300 now. This is about to be over. And there he is. Saipan is spotted. 12.6 kilometer shot here. We take a shot with all 9 16-inch guns. Those look really good. And 6 overpens. 6 overpens. I mean, at least we hit him, though. At least we hit him. So, I mean, I'll take it. So, yeah. Saipan armor. Questionable at best. And it looks like Nexus just got us unsinkable as well. He did take a Chumfin Torp earlier in the game. So, unsinkable. You gotta love to see that. Anyway, we were top of the team with about 3K base, 2,900 base to be exact. 5 kills in a Kraken. Nexus was a little down there a bit, but hey, what can you do? Sometimes, you know, you just gotta let your division mate carry a little bit. Wink, wink. No, seriously, GG's Nexus. It was great playing, man. Welcome to the fleet as well. But anyways, I hope you all did enjoy today's video. If you guys did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and yeah, have a fantastic rest of your weekends, everybody. Peace out. Stay healthy, as always.